Hey guys, it's Mandy. I'm here today to talk about my thoughts on Final Fantasy VIII because I just finished playing it and I have a lot of thoughts. I've got to talk about it. I have to, and so that's why I'm here. So let's get into it. The first thing that I have to mention is Squall because I just hated Squall at the beginning. I thought he was a huge jerk. He is super mean to Quistis in the beginning. And that's another thing. I did not see the flirtation between Quistis and Squall, or the one-sided flirtation, I should say. I didn't notice it coming from Quistis at all. Definitely didn't notice it from Squall, because it wasn't there. But I honestly didn't think... I wasn't picking up on Quistis having feelings for Squall. I just wasn't. I did pick up on her needing a friend and needing someone to talk to, and Squall not being there for her. And from that point on, I was so mad at Squall. I didn't like him at all. I was like, ugh, now I have to play this whole game as this dude who doesn't care and hates people and wants nothing to do with anyone else but himself. I just thought he was so selfish. And the game lets you keep thinking that for a very long time. You don't start to see glimpses of what makes him that way until pretty far in, probably like halfway through the game. And this game had so many surprises for me. I knew very little about the story going into this game. Of course, I had experienced Squall as Leon in Kingdom Hearts, but he was a very different character in Kingdom Hearts. That's why I was so jarred going from who I know as Leon in Kingdom Hearts. Obviously knew his name was Squall in this, but I expected him to have just a little bit of a different personality, maybe a little emo or something, but not so selfish and rude, which is what I thought at the beginning. I had a complete turnaround on him by the end. I became super invested in him and Renoa and all of the characters really, but especially Squall. Another character that I had known about before going into this was Selphie, because she was also in Kingdom Hearts. But those two were really it. I didn't know anything else about the story. I didn't know any other characters, no plot detail. Just from streaming Final Fantasy VII, I had picked up on a few things here and there about Final Fantasy VIII. I had heard it was a romance. I had heard it was very emotional. But that's really about it. Oh no, I heard about gameplay. I heard that junctioning was... Some people called it, hard to learn. Other people called it really stupid. And some thought it was just ridiculous. But I wanted to try it out for myself and for my own opinion. And I did. And at first, yeah, there is a learning curve. It's a totally different game. It's a totally different style of game. But I liked it. I liked learning a new system. I liked having that challenge and having to figure things out. And though I got a little bit of help because I was streaming and Twitch chat walked me through a few things here and there, gave me pointers with the junction system, I would have figured it out on my own if I had spent some more time on it. It was fun to figure it out and to try things and test how they went, undo things when it didn't go so well, and just learn as you go. I think that was really fun. And they did something totally different with this game. And there are a lot of people that hated it. There really are. Coming off of Final Fantasy VII, which was pretty different from the other Final Fantasies as well, but Final Fantasy VIII, the junction system was very different. And I mean, I get it that people don't like change, but you can't play the same game every single time. Don't you want creators to step outside of their comfort zone and try something new? I mean, that's how we progress in games. That's how we make things better. And if Final Fantasy VIII, wasn't your favorite play style, that's fine. But it's really cool that they did something different. And I really appreciate that about this game. And I ended up really liking it. And yeah, you can get overpowered. You can get overpowered in any Final Fantasy game if you learn the system really well and practice and grind. I didn't really do that in my playthrough. It was still fun the whole way through. I never was too OP. It was just fun. It was a really fun game as a first playthrough. So that's gameplay. Okay, I also discovered that I have a new character obsession. And that character is Adea. Oh my goodness, she was beautiful and mysterious and evil in the beginning. And, you know, I thought she was the big bad. I thought I had to take her down, and that would be the end game. That would be she would be the final boss of the game. Totally wrong. Completely wrong. And then halfway through the game, she's in your party. You get to play as her. Pretty cool. It was really, really cool for her. And oh my gosh, she's gorgeous. I love her. I loved having her in my party. I wanted to keep her in my party as long as possible. Really cool to have who you think is the main villain join your side. And I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting it at all. There was so much to this game that I wasn't expecting though. Such as the big twist. So part of the game is junctioning GFs, Guardian Forces, to your party, and they learn different skills based on that, and they have different attributes and strengths and stuff based on the junction system. Great. But the cost of the junction system is that your characters, the entire game, are losing their memory. So here I am playing this game with these characters, some of which I am annoyed by, Squall, and I think they're all meeting each other for the first time. And then halfway through the game, it is revealed that not only are they losing their memories, but they have known each other since they were children, like very young children. And that they were all basically raised by who I thought was the evil sorceress Adea. I thought she was the bad guy. So it turns out she's good. She's in your party now. And then all of these people in your party you've known your whole life. It blew my mind. I know some people think that twist is stupid. It blew my mind. I thought it was really cool. Okay. So then it gets even better. It gets even better because this game has time travel. What do I need in a game if not time travel? I love a good time travel story. I love it. When I realized what this game was doing, I got so excited, and it completely delivered. There's a part near the end of the game where you're battling, I think, old sorceresses through time and space. Like you're traveling through time and space, you're in different areas. You see these bodies lying in front of you, but they're bodies from the future, but you see them now through time compression, and it's all so much, and it's all so good. And I really loved it. I really appreciated that in this game. It was a little out there, yes. You go into space, there's time compression, but there's so much to love about it. There really is. So I brought up the space scene, and I have to talk about it. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. So yeah, it's a little bit weird. But then, in the end, you're Squall, and you're flying back home with the person that you have feelings for, Renoa. And everything outside of that ship just stops for them. There's nothing else. It's just the two of them in space, sharing a moment, and it's so special. That moment was just so sweet, and the two of them together just melted my heart. You know, just picturing yourself with someone like that, and all of this crazy stuff is happening in the world outside of you, but it doesn't matter. Time is just still for a moment, You don't have to worry about all of the horrible monsters from the moon, or that Renoa is about to be captured as soon as you get back to your home planet. But in that moment, it was just them, and it was really special. I enjoyed the love story a lot. I don't think it came out of nowhere. I think it was very well developed, and you realized over time what was happening. It didn't feel forced on me. I saw them falling for each other, and it played out so beautifully. And then we get to the end of the game, and that final dungeon is such a good one. It really is. You forget everything that you've ever learned. It's crazy. You have to fight bosses to get all of your skills back and solve puzzles. It was such a good final dungeon, especially compared to after having just played 7. The final dungeon in 8 is so good. It really, really is good. And the final boss is fun. I loved it. I really loved it. I felt so giddy playing this game. I really did. It made me so happy to play it. And when it was over, I could barely get through the ending without crying. I mean, I definitely teared up, shed maybe a tear or two, but I was trying so hard to hold it together. I just loved it so much. And this game is the game I've put probably the most time into in a Final Fantasy game. I did a few side quests here and there. But I loved it. I did those side quests because I couldn't bear to think of the game ending. I was having such a good time. I love the game so much. And the ending was beautiful and perfect. And Eyes on Me is beautiful and perfect. Such a good game. We need a remake. It's not gonna happen. It's very likely not gonna happen. But I would love that so much. I really enjoyed this game. I would recommend for anyone who hasn't played it, play the remaster. It is wonderful, and I loved it so much. I don't even think I mentioned it, but the music in this game, I mentioned Eyes on Me, but the entire soundtrack is amazing, not just Eyes on Me. Though them adding that, like an actual song with lyrics, it's so emotional. It really gets you. It really, really does. It got me hard. Yeah, but I'm a baby, so that's okay. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this video up. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. If you like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up or subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. And the support has been massive in the last month or so. It's just, I have felt it so tremendously, and I can't thank you guys enough. I really appreciate it. You can follow me on Twitch at Mandersnatch. I stream every Monday and Thursday. I'm also on Twitter and Instagram. All my socials are linked below. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment, all of you who have played Final Fantasy VIII, and let me know what you think. I would love to hear your thoughts. So, see you next time. Bye.